My friend, we used to be secretaries, but here we are people. I won the Guggenheim Foundation grant. Dog-ear this page in your brain. Make a wish and below. And then one more inspired by Ted Berrigan, the Liz poem, 10 Things to Do Before Bed. Take melatonin, tap bowl, measure coffee for the morning, turn on classical station, wash dishes, wash face, brush teeth, white sink, turn down classical station, dab lip gloss on in case I need the person of my dreams. Finding a sex shop. But this is what's in the magazine. It's called Sister. We come from these parts: Wausau, Eau Claire, Butternut, homely in our cultural foundations, Germanic meridians and stocky legs. We suffer without effort. We recover in haste. We eat turkey ham and mashed potatoes, hard gravies and sauces, always silent semicircles. I know what they think of me. Unabashed, deliberate, bastard. I told my sister that we are not related. I hate you. I really hate you. Her adult life revolves around that statement. I don't hate you anymore. I love your huskiness, the scar on your kneecap, good taste in winter boots, chocolate chip banana nut bread. Do you remember? We'll be brave in this together. That was amazing. And I'll just read one more that I wrote this past semester at Columbia. How she nodded in. Blackberry thicket, we are crisp like air, like pumpkin patch. I keep my pennies alive. I keep buttons and pins, spools of thread and other people's business cards. Put his heel on the rat's head and killed it. Rat is not coy. Right, we'll start over. Put his heel on the rat's head and killed it. Rat is not quiet and seems coy. I slept with the rat, slow poison the rat. Called for help, it was large and dead. I killed the rat. Talking about the whole story of the home affairs. Abstinence and fainting, figuring out what incognito really means. Corn Park has a road that is a road, pavement and social, but not to be tread upon. Hoary, the opposite of white this time. However, those unhappy flowers are spelled. I will make room for the ranunculus. There are many parts of the ringlets and facets, simple for the lichen to mock the angel. You could chart everything by the organization of this tree. Envelope 1. I see the moon half empty behind still clouds. In the backyard hammock, I drink gin and tonic and wait for the sun. That sun has so much to be glad about. Reach it on you. This is one about my hotel, Brisbane, in Queensland. From the ferry, looking out. What bonds must hold these atoms' hands that I stand so collected, like stamps or butterflies? I can see my yesterdays scattered across this river, and I wonder whether you could piece me together in different ways by asking the water how she would go. Twilight, segways, and streetlights, deep blue turns fog into romance. I am looking to complete my collection, and I keep coming back to Brisbane.
I was thrilled to encounter the flasher because he was a signpost for adulthood. The T-square were a level and a rocket dance, where T-dances dumped debutantes into a hymen-fed harbor, and he was waving his schlong on a cigarette carton lawn. I did what any hippie-parented kid would do, pointed and laughed. Julie clamped down on my arm with piercing glue-on fingernails and I could smell her lip gloss, blubber, and medicine-grade strawberry. "It's not funny," she shrilled. "You have to run." But my bystander syndrome with penises was evident. The air was a fire hydrant ready to douse summer, with the antithesis of piss-degrading dogs. But who wouldn't stare at a towel hook by the entrance to a steamy demi? Earlier, Julia and I poured 7-Up on slugs and watched them shrivel into some kind of Chinese medicine that could cure our powerlessness. I didn't know the word boner, but I needed a railroad tie for my hammer, and I could have vanquished that guy with a soda. A few years later, after my dad picked up my sister and me from Julie's house, he said in the car, "I'm not happy anymore." The back windows of his topped-up convertible folded into themselves, rippling the scenery into the Madeline L'Angle dimension outside of childhood. A maturely ordered science. For 30 years after the divorce, I walked around naked. The night was a praying mantis cleaved in two that hugged me with its haunting bookends. I looked for a dishable daddy who could pull out a recipe for his happiness that I could follow like a good wife. Perhaps if I took off everything down to the sparring cells of my bones, the flasher would come to me. I would be wanted, beckoned into that Das Kapital of calloused hands. It's summertime, and we're sweat-drenched. The cotton is thorny and dry. Trembling hands hold a long cigarette, crinkled lines frame tired eyes, and the living is easy. History hangs in humidity, myth-making. Brown paper bag disguises the source of our relief. Cool sips comfort, hot lips. A voice is singing. Hush now, don't you cry. The cracked pavement, heat rises, spreads its wings and takes to the sky, and a voice is singing, "It's summertime." I'll read another quick one by someone who can't be here. She was at the last Burdock reading of the Pattern. Her name is Jennifer Kraft. She works at the kiosk at the mall, the coffee kiosk at Grand Avenue Mall. So if you want coffee, just go there and see if she's working. If she is, tell you like the poems. Do not write this poem. Assemble the food processor you received last Christmas. Make a batch of salsa with too much sarcasm and not enough cilantro. Memorize the words to a song you won't recall the name of. Learn the most octopi are the size of an orange and slam 9 cups of coffee. Have a sex dream starring the Jack Nicholson Joker. Pick the cilantro out of your salsa. Buy a bigger umbrella for your umbrella. Rid the entire apartment of dust, fingernails, cat fur. Wink at a cockroach